Hello students, welcome to my career day talk. My name is Brian Germain and I wanted to give you a little bit of insight about what I do for a living. You probably haven't met anybody that does what I do ever before, but one of the things that I do is that I write books, lots of different books, and a lot of those books are about jumping out of airplanes. So I've been doing that for, I'm now into my 34th year of skydiving, and so I do a lot of teaching. I teach basic stuff, I teach a lot of intermediate skydiving, I teach a lot of advanced skydiving, and I do a lot of teach the teacher stuff. So to help bump up the safety level in not just in America, but all over the world. So I travel, and I also do a lot of stuff through video cameras, through webcams, live stuff more and more these days since I'm not traveling right now. As you would imagine, none of us are traveling. So I do a lot of live video conferencing with groups all over the world. I just recently did one with the whole country of Greece and Cyprus as well. Maybe you can find that on a globe. So that's kind of my primary focus is helping people to be safer skydivers, safer parachutists, civilian and military. And a big part of that process, when you jump out of airplanes, as you might imagine, it gets a little scary. It doesn't matter who you are, you know, grown up or kid, everybody's going to be scared the first time they jump, and every once in a while you're going to get scared, even if you're a very experienced jumper, because something weird happens and you get startled, you get excited. And so I wrote this book after many years of research. And so basically what this book is about is about how to deal with fear, how to deal with the adrenaline that happens when you're getting ready to jump out of an airplane, but also that process is something that I find that it applies to everything in life. So what I do when I'm scared is I breathe slower. I do the same thing when I'm angry. You know, or when I just get sort of annoyed that like somebody's trying to call me when I'm trying to record this. It's the same thing. When you get scared or you get angry, you're dealing with emotion, right? And so you have to learn to calm yourself down and focus your mind on the task. What is it that I need to do? Because I find that when I get scared and when I get angry, I sometimes will focus on one thing that I've decided is important, but maybe there's something that's more important that I need to be focusing in a big way, right? Where I see the whole thing, and then I can decide this is important, but it's not right now, right? I can deal with that later. This over here, that's important, right? If I'm trying to button my shirt better when I'm trying to also land an airplane, right? Because I fly planes too. I have to decide that flying the airplane is more important than buttoning the shirt. You understand? So a big part of what I do is helping people to calm down enough, to clear their mind enough to step out of their thought process and decide what is a priority, what is the most important thing for right now. And it's loads of fun. It helps people in a lot of different ways. And of course, my way of doing this stuff is what I call cross-training. So in other words, if I want to teach you how to jump out of airplanes, I'm not going to just throw you out of a plane. As I'm teaching, I'm also going to take you to different activities that challenge you, that cause you to get a little bit scared, to get excited, where you have to calm yourself down to become your heroic self. And then you're building up that skill. And so I find that transfers over to the category of skydiving, and your courage in skydiving transfers to everything else, right? So you guys I'm sure you've had the experience where you're riding your bicycle and you're going like a little bit too fast. Oh, you have two choices. You can get stiff and get lucky, or you can calm down and get flowy. And it's that flowy control where you keep your brain active, where you're still making good decisions, where you're still seeing the big picture as well as the one thing that you're trying to handle, to me, that's very, very important as a skill. We call that emotional intelligence, right? Where you can be smart even though you're feeling a lot of power in your body. So that's just a little bit of what I do. There's a long list. If you decide that you want to be a professional skydiver, I think that it's very important that you have many different branches of your career, and I have many. I design and I build parachutes. I sew them together. I test them. I've tested so many over the years, literally thousands. And so I just keep on expanding all the different, kind of like fingers of my central intention, which is to do a joy-based lifestyle. And most people don't choose that path. It's the harder way to go. If you decide that you want to do something for a living that you love, not just for money, well, there's a chance you're going to make less money at it. But I have managed to survive in the ways that I have and support my family by a passion-driven lifestyle. That I love it, and that's what gets me up in the morning. It allows me to have the motivation to do the nitty-gritty, difficult things, maybe the boring things. There's math to my job. It's boring math. No, math is not boring when you're figuring out how to design a parachute that flies through the sky. Math is not boring where you decide where you can fly that parachute, like down a mountain, right? If the glide goes like this and the mountain goes like this, you can match and fly down the mountain and be close to the rocks and the mountain goats and stuff, and make amazing videos, which of course I've done a lot of. I've got over 400 YouTube videos of stuff like that and other things. And what allows me to do that, allows me to figure out how to do, green screen video so that you can see what's going on in the background. It's me taking the time to do the boring stuff so that I can do the exciting stuff, because that's what I'm stepping onto. Those are the stepping stones. So don't skip over the boring stuff in life, because that's what's going to get you where you want to go. All right, so that's my message. Keep doing the boring stuff so that you can do the exciting stuff and live an inspired life.
Healing, darkness dies.